Members of New York Task Force One are back in Brooklyn after helping in Florida. The elite urban search and rescue team was deployed to the Sunshine State after Hurricane Milton to conduct searches through mounds of debris and assist with rescues. In a post on social media, the FDNY thanked FEMA, the NYPD, and New York City Emergency Management for their support and leadership. The task force's K-9 teams are still in North Carolina cleaning up after Hurricane Helene. Boy, I'm glad that when we can, send New Yorkers down to help in areas of need, makes it feel good.
They needed it down there.
Yeah.
They still need it. We're watching the tropics. We got a couple of little systems that might try to develop. Not a threat to the U.S. mainland at this point, but it could be a threat to Puerto Rico as we head toward the weekend. The system developing over the Atlantic. We head out right now. Some of these clouds, they're fair weather clouds, but they'll become more numerous during the afternoon. So at times, clouds will definitely win out over sunshine. 53 right now. You get a west wind within the confines of Central Park coming in at about 9 miles per hour, but gusting past 20 miles per hour in more open parts of the region. 30 was your low this morning at Poughkeepsie. It was our coldest of the season so far in Central Park, getting all the way down to 45, 40 down the Jersey Shore. The bigger story is, we're off to the driest start to an October on record. The first half of the month, no measurable rain. Yes, we had a little sprinkle there on Wednesday the 9th. But we're 2 inches below normal, and we definitely need some rain. And we don't have any rainfall, any measurable rainfall in the 7-day forecast, and maybe even extending out to about 10 days or so. 57 at Newark right now, 53 at LaGuardia, your 54 Poughkeepsie, 56 at Somerville and Belmar, mid-50s on the island into southwestern Connecticut. Again, there's that northwesterly flow that can drag some of these clouds that are north and west of us into the city. And there can be a sprinkle indicated by this computer guidance, especially along and north of I-84, maybe even drifting into parts of the Hudson Valley. That would be very brief, and that would be about it. Overnight tonight, numbers dropping down into the lower 40s in Midtown, 30s in basically all of the suburbs, so a little bit colder even than last night. And then tomorrow, probably matching today's high, probably talking about highs in the middle 50s. There's that area I was talking about of disturbed weather over the central Atlantic. National Hurricane Center thinking this has about a 60% chance of developing into either a tropical depression or a storm. If it got named a storm, it would be Nadine. That's the next name on the list. And you see it's pointing toward the northern Leeward Islands, maybe Puerto Rico, as we head into the weekend. And then also the Western Caribbean, which has really been an incubator, so to speak, for these storms that have been drifting into the Gulf this year. We have about a 30% chance of something developing out of there. But at the same time, this front that moved on through Florida that delivered our colder air is going to protect even Florida, I think, from any impacts during at least the next 7 days. We'll watch for beyond that, but there's no immediate threat, again, to the U.S. mainland. This afternoon, 56 for a high, breezy and cool out there, partial sunshine. Look at the wind, west-northwest 12, gusting up to 25 at times. It's a clear moonlit sky out there tonight, breezy, chilly. 43 will feel more like low 30s at times, with that wind still coming in about 10 to 20. Breezy, cool tomorrow. Very similar to today, a mixture of clouds and sun. That high getting up to about 56. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. On Thursday, it'll feel better. It'll be a little bit milder. It'll also be quite a bit less windy and a lot of sunshine. And 60 degrees, we've actually brought that number up a couple of degrees from what we had before. So Thursday feels better. Friday, we're back into the mid-60s. And then another weekend, Tanya, where we're talking about numbers in the 70s. 72 on Saturday, 75 Sunday. And then on Monday, we're still 74. I feel like ever since you came, we've been talking about
those weekends.
Beautiful weekends.
Yes, that's right. You never disappoint, Jeff.
Yeah, so far.
So far.
I won't be saying that in February.
No, Tanya gets all the credit.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
We have some breaking news we want to bring to you. Police have just charged the father of the 4-year-old boy who